with you, Renuka. I remember the film was in Tribhanga was in Film Bazaar in 2016.
Yeah.
So how did Tribhanga find Kajol, or maybe Kajol found Tribhanga?
Renuka presented Tribhanga to me. Renuka brought her baby to me and presented her to me.
We had gone for the premiere of Bucket List, and I met Siddharth Malhotra, who's the producer of Tribhanga, there. And he's such a good friend of mine, very old friend. And he just happened to mention, have you written something? And I had been pitching Tribhanga for the longest time. Finally, he said, please, aap sunao kahani. And then I went the next day and presented the script to Siddharth first. And he just loved the script. And immediately at the end of the narration, he said, this Kajol has to do. And you have to, I'll take her, you to her. And I said, Kajol? For me, coming from a Sundance, Mumbai Mantra screenwriters workshop and co-production market and all, I hadn't thought of, this kind of opening up of Tribhanga.
Kajol, was it an instant yes from you?
Definitely, no two ways about it. I've heard the script 5 times, and every time I heard the script, I told her, yes, I want to do this film. Yes, I want to do this film. Yes, I want to do this film. And I was moved every time I heard it. I loved it every time I heard it.
So where Tanvi Azmi and Mithila Palkar, they were cast after Kajol?
Yeah. They were cast because, once Kajol was cast, then they have to look like one family. And, also in terms of performing power, because, all 3 have to match up. I narrated the script to Tanvi and she said yes immediately. I narrated it to Mithila, she said yes immediately. So it all fell in place so beautifully for me.
With women playing such pivotal roles in Tribhanga, how was it on the sets?
It was amazing. The level of estrogen on the sets was amazing. It was through the roof. I think all the guys on the set were a little uncomfortable, were maybe a little, off balance, because we were all so very much present and so very much there. Yeah.
With men, it's a completely different kind of environment, atmosphere. And when so many women come together, I felt there was far more ease, far more camaraderie, far more fun, far more laughter, all of that on set.
The little I have seen of the movie, Kajol seems to be leading the march when it comes to energy, because she's like a live wire on the screen. So how is it how did you bring this character to life? An actor, dancer, what was your preparation for Anuradha?
Honestly, I didn't really have to prepare that much for Anuradha. Renuka had done it for me. Renuka had studied and she had done her PhD in Anu long before we came on set. I never had a question that was not answered. I never had a query that was not, explained to me thoroughly. It's such a nice feeling to know that your director is so convinced and so absolutely clear on what she wants from the character, that it makes the actor actually really, really easy and makes it so much more comfortable to do whatever you want to do on screen, actually.
About the dance, I must mention that, there is no dance as such, the Odissi dance, because it is something that takes years and years, to learn.
Exactly.
To really get that kind of the quality of dance. It's not easy for an actor to pick up a classical dance, especially something as complicated as Odissi, and do it with finesse on screen, unless she is a trained Odissi dancer. Then it's another thing altogether.
And the film is a celebration of women with flaws, which we actually don't celebrate often on screen. We all are surrounded by women who are you 3 are surrounded by women who are famous, and yet they probably have their quirks. So did you guys draw something from real life?
All of us have a bit of our own madness, and however much you may try, the genes are going to filter through. They have all been extremely strong women with minds of their own, working women, have led their life on their own terms. I mean, that's definitely how my own mother was.
I see a lot of my mother in Anu. I see a lot lot of my mother in Nayan. I see a lot of my grandmother in Nayan and in Anu. So yeah, I have strong women have things in common.
And,
Expectations of society for women. Like generally, I feel that the good woman, as they say, is put into such a small box that
Very
even
small.
if she tries to, very small, tiny box the good woman is put into.
Yeah.
And the good man is put into a much, 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 much bigger box.
Renuka, coming back to you, what led to you writing such a script?
In the 90s, I had met somebody who hated her mother, and for me that was a shocking thing, because my relationship with my mother is so deep, and so I found that very interesting. That suppose that itself was unstable or shaky, then what happens? What kind of a daughter would I be? Would I rebel? Would I do something else? So that was an exposition that I wanted to play around with. Generationally, we've changed so much in especially urban India that, the expectations and everything change along with each generation.
Did any input come from Kajol or Tanvi once they came on board?
Lots, because everybody, that's the whole magic of filmmaking or something that, there's one person's vision, yes, but it is brought about by a whole group of people who come together only with the one purpose of doing the film together.
Sometimes this collaborative effort leads to certain equations which alter as you're working also sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen that happen. That sometimes these equations change even with the person that you're working with, because of what is being exchanged.
How central was the thought of telling women's story to your work while you were shooting the film? Was there a conscious thought behind it?
As an actor, one has come to a particular age where you're offered only somebody's wife, somebody's sister, somebody's mother, and very often they don't have names. They don't have anything to do apart from reacting to, whoever the main person is. So I think that it is very important that women of all ages are represented. What are they thinking? What do they want to achieve? Let's talk about that generally, and make it entertaining. So, of course, it's definite, because I understand women better, I think. So as a writer, I would like to write something that is closer to my heart rather than something that I think of as, sort of objectively or from a space of not understanding. So that was one of the reasons, and also because I just thoroughly love women characters on screen. I like them.
Kajal, this question is for you. Masa and you share a very interesting relationship. She is the gentler one while you are the wild one. So does it somewhere resemble what you and Nasa share?
Somewhat, yes. I have had my daughter turn around and tell me that, Mom, please stop laughing so loudly. I can't take it. Just quiet down. Keep it quiet, please. You're embarrassing me now. Just calm down, please. So yes, there are parts of that relationship that resonate a lot with me. But I think Masha's character is really, really quite an amazing character. She's like we put it in the film. Actually, she's Samamanga. She's Samamanga, correct?
Samamanga.
Am I right? She's Samamanga.
Yeah,
She's the most balanced. She's the most balanced of the three. And I really, really find it amazing the way she's played it as well. She's really done a fabulous job.